Hi, today we will tell you how we came up with an idea about our home butterfly farm.
Usually we don't take wild creatures home, we just like watching them at their habitats. We believe that wild creatures should stay wild and free.
As we explained in our previous episodes, caterpillars in our community couldn't grow into butterflies due to regular frogging and pest control. Since then, we have been helping butterflies of our community to survive.
After we witnessed the full metamorphosis, we knew how to find live butterfly eggs and caterpillars. We just couldn't leave them out there knowing the gardens get fogged weekly. Eggs could be on leaves, twigs, and even on a lime fruit itself. So we have been taking home all the eggs and baby caterpillars we could find.
We want to share our experience and ideas of how to grow a butterfly from an egg. It may help someone who would like to join this adventure.
This is how our mini farm looks like. It consists of 5 main stations: eggs, newborn caterpillars, toddlers, last insta grown-ups, and pre-pupa chrysalis station.
First station has butterfly eggs. It's important to monitor eggs daily and move newborns to the next station as soon as possible. Those eggs which hasn't hatched after 3 days since they have been found most likely don't have a caterpillar. They may be unfertilized or infected by wasps. That's why we keep those eggs in separate containers with tightly closed lids until we can return them to the garden.
Second station is for newborn caterpillars. They eat very little, that's why a small branch with few leaves can last for a week. To keep the leaves fresh, we put their stem in water. A plastic cup for drinks with a lid is just perfect. After a newly born caterpillar is finished eating her egg, we need to move it to fresh leaves of the newborn station. It's very easy to hurt baby caterpillars, so we carefully cut the old leaf all around the caterpillar and put it on top of the fresh leaf so it can crawl to a new leaf by itself.
The next station is for toddlers. They are slightly bigger and eat more. That's why they need a bit bigger bouquet of leaves. If any caterpillars show any signs of poisoning, we do the same rehydration procedure as we did for Lolly and keep them in a separate container.
When caterpillars approach their last instar, they become quite heavy. It's better to provide them with separate accommodation so they will not hurt each other when fighting for leaves. We reuse plastic food containers. They make a great home for a caterpillar. We use a single hole puncher for making 2 holes in the container and 2 holes in the lid for air. We put a chopstick to 2 holes in the container. Some caterpillars like to make their chrysalises on a stick. Then you need to put fresh leaves. Carefully cut the leaf with the caterpillar on it and move it to a new container. Then spray some drinking water inside and put the lid on. Sometimes we have many caterpillars at their green instar, so we stack up their containers on top of each other, which makes it look like 2-story houses. We think that this is the most difficult station of caterpillars to take care of.
Green caterpillars eat a lot. We always have to make sure that we have a good bunch of clean leaves ready. As we learned, lime leaves sold in supermarkets are not suitable. Maybe they spray something to keep them fresh longer. Few caterpillars died after eating them. Lime trees bought from nurseries have the same problem because they are being sprayed with pesticides and heavily fertilized for fast growing. We take our leaves from the garden where the trees have been growing for a while. We wash them first in tap water and then drinking water. They can stay fresh for a very long time if their stems are in water.
Minimum twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, we clean containers from frost. First, we take out caterpillar and the leaves. Then we clean first by a brush into a fresh container. Then we put caterpillar and leaves back, add more fresh leaves if necessary. We put more leaves for the night because caterpillars are nocturnal and eat more at night. Mist with drinking water. Done. Repeat for another container. Spraying drinking water helps to keep caterpillars hydrated. Some of them really like drinking water. Look, this one is like a small vacuum cleaner. Water drops are disappearing very fast. You can use frost as a fertilizer for your houseplants.
Finally, the last and the easiest station to take care of is prepupa and chrysalis station. Now all you can do is wait for 9 days. On 10th day, your lime butterfly will hatch.
Important tips. Do not get too attached. Despite all of our care, lime caterpillar survival rate is very low. We don't know why. We name them only when they reach their green instar. Do not disturb caterpillars, especially when they are molting in prepupa or in chrysalis. Remember, you are doing great. Without your help, they have even lesser chances of survival. Unusual situations.
We had few unusual situations on our farm which we would like to share.
Roly-poly. I was preparing lime leaves for washing when something tiny rolled onto my hand. It looked like a fresh butterfly egg. I probably accidentally knocked it off the leaf. We kept it and soon a baby caterpillar hatched out of it. Since the egg wasn't attached to a leaf, it was very challenging for the caterpillar to eat it. It looked like a baby caterpillar was playing with a ball while in reality it was struggling. We misted some water, it worked. The egg got stuck to a wet leaf and baby caterpillar managed to eat it. In 3 weeks it turned into a beautiful male butterfly. Mr. Roly-Poly.
Mrs. Potato. Potato had some problem with her silky line, which was supposed to hold her when she went into prepupa. The bottom was attached, but the line didn't hold the upper body, and Potato fell and hung head down. We knew we shouldn't disturb caterpillars during this transformation. We also knew that they wiggle a lot, changing themselves into chrysalis, and Potato may fall and deform itself. We decided to try. We tilted the container to a side, making Potato lay the right way. We made a loose line out of thread attached by blue tack. We supported the bottom by a stick and protected Potato from sticky blue tack by a piece of paper. The next morning, Potato managed to change into a chrysalis, but one side of Potatoes got glued to a blue tack and the thread went a bit too deep into its skin. We decided to cut the thread to reduce pressure. Close to the hatching day, we covered blue tack by soft tissues to protect the butterfly from getting stuck onto it. It worked. Soon it turned into a beautiful female butterfly, Mrs. Potato.
Mrs. Crunch. When Crunch went into its green instar, it looked different from the others. Usually, lime caterpillars look like this. Our Crunch was pure green without any designs. It didn't affect Crunch the butterfly. It turned into a beautiful female butterfly with a very usual wing design.
Mrs. Rocket. Caterpillars can open the lid of their container, while Rocket's lid wasn't closed tightly. We thought it's heavy enough for a caterpillar to lift it up, not for Rocket. One morning, Rocket's container was empty with the lid properly covering it. It took a while for us to find our caterpillar. Rocket decided to make its chrysalis on its neighbor's stick. We think it must be the name which inspired our Rocket to go beyond the limits.
Watermelon, the great explorer. Watermelon went even further than Rocket. He was supposed to go into prepupa, but in the morning we couldn't find him anywhere. Finally, in the afternoon, we discovered his secret hideout under a drawer. We drew the shortest possible path which Watermelon could possibly crawl and measured it. turned out that he crawled at least 4 meters. Watermelon is truly a great explorer.
Our most favorite moment in having mini butterfly farm is releasing these beautiful little creatures. This is our majestic Mr. Roly-Poly. You must be wondering how we know it's our Mr. or Mrs. Butterfly.
We learned it from a website, Butterflies of Singapore. It's very easy. Look at him wings and the oval orange design. Males have fully orange oval spots. Females have half orange and half black oval spots. We've successfully grown and released 17 lime butterflies so far. See you around, Mrs. Potato, Mrs. Crunch, Mr. Pineapple, Mr. Raspberry, Mrs. Rocket, Mrs. Chamomile, Mrs. Munch, Mrs. Bob, Passion Fruit, Cupcake, Blob, Bonsai, Aloe Vera, Fruit, Muffin, and others.
We are very happy to know that some of our neighbors and friends decided to join this adventure of saving caterpillars. After our first videos about metamorphosis, they got interested how to find a butterfly egg or caterpillar, how to take care of it.
And look, they have succeeded too. See around cute Ara, Roger Miller, Abu Bakr, and others.
If you can't have a pet cat, then you can have a pet caterpillar and witness the miracle of metamorphosis. See you.